Hello guys, this is Jazz and this is my new Demonology Warlock guide for PvP. We will talk about talents, hero talents, stats, embellishments, rotation, and so on. But mainly I want to focus at the gameplay. So there's going to be gameplay commentary. I will leave my spec below in the description so you guys can copy it. And there will be timestamps in case you want to watch specific parts of the video. Now, since I'm testing different builds and things might change in the future, updates will be live on stream. So you guys make sure to follow me on Twitch. That's where I stream every single day. And I upload my videos at night on YouTube, like usually solo shuffle games or highlights or guides and so on. If my videos are helping you out, make sure to leave some feedback. I would really appreciate that. You guys help me out to reach 10k subs really soon. Thank you all for supporting this channel. And right before we begin, I have one question for you. What made you play Warlock? This question is for my Warlock viewers. What made you guys pick Warlock? And when did you guys start playing? Let me know in the comments below. I would like to hear your stories. Enjoy! When it comes down to stats, you guys want to play full Versa and Haste. Everything is pretty much Versa Haste. You can put more Versa if you want to be more tanky, or more Haste if you need more faster globals. That's really up to you. I would suggest you high Versa. That would help you out a lot on demo, because it's a very tanky spec in general. Now about 2 set and 4 set, you can play 4 set if you have decent uptime, if you're able to get those shadow bolts off. In a big map maybe, or against casters maybe, 1 melee 1 caster, you can definitely play 4 set and buff your upcoming Legion strikes by 150%. Why not get that extra damage? Now if you want better stats, higher Versa. In games where you cannot cast, maybe double melee, or maybe RMP, I don't know, I'm just guessing, like a few games where you're not able to cast, you can put more versatility indeed. When it comes down to embellishments, you guys want to play Ascendance, as we do on every other spec. You either go for double Ascendance on one hand and off hand, or you just duplicate your stats with this one. So that's pretty much it. Let's move to talents. When it comes down to talents, this is the build I am playing. Of course, you can switch things up depending on how the games look like. You can move short wall if you don't need it, guys. You can put Soul Lich instead, or you can put like Teachings, or if you don't need Feldom, maybe you can put Soul Conduit, or you can remove damage if you want to be even more tanky. It really depends on what happens in the game, so I'm not gonna stick to this Warlock tree right here. You really switch talents every now and then. Or if you need more Fierce, for example, you can go for Nightmare. It really depends on what happens in the game, so keep in mind, we always switch the left tree. Now, when it comes to the right tree, this is what I'm testing right now. If you have decent uptime, you can play Dread Calling. It's guaranteed damage increase. If you have no uptime, if melees are chasing you, you can play Flame Touched on your Dreadstalkers, which is also some decent extra damage. You could maybe try Doom Eternal. Have a better chance to like have a Doom Guard out or proc your Doom faster for guaranteed damage increase. And maybe this talent right here with the recent Felguard buffs we just had, it could be interesting. So yeah, this is what I'm playing right now. When it comes to hero talents, I do play Soul Harvester. I think it's the best. It provides the most consistency. Like the big demon bolts are pretty helpful. So yeah, I'm sticking to this build right now. I think it's pretty fine. When it comes down to Diabolist, sure, you can play Diabolist, but again, I don't know if there is a reason now outside of the Howl play you can do against an RMP or a jungle or something. Like you can do this right here, 1 and 2. Heart of Terror, increasing the range of it. Outside of that, probably Soul Harvester is much better right now. Maybe we'll see a few Diabolist buffs in the future. Maybe Ruination hits for much more, because in reality, you can have like a 1.2 million demon bolt, right? So maybe there is no reason to go Diabolist outside of what I just showed you. You can have a big like Howl of Terror within 15 yards, which is pretty nice to stop a go. So yeah, that is pretty much it for talents, hero talents. Let's talk about the PvP talents. It's always Master Summoner, Impish Instincts if you face meelees, Nether Ward if you face casters. If there is no melee in the enemy team, you can go Observer, you can go Soul Rip. It really depends on your playstyle. I would probably go Observer. Now if you're facing double melee, you go Impish and you go Elongate. Those are the most reliable talents. But at the same time, if you don't like Elongate, you can play Fellord or Soul Rip. That is pretty much it when it comes to talents. Right guys, when it comes down to your rotation is quite simple. So the first thing you want to do when a game begins is press your Valve into your Charhound. Boom, you don't have to target anybody. Push in to your pet, Dreadstalkers, Power Symphon, 2 imps out, Hand of Cooldown, Demon Bolt, Hellguard, into a Tyrant, and then you snowball. Of course, you can press your coil or stand to cover yourself, your big Blaze Storm, and so on. After that, you're snowballing. But the first thing is the rotation I just showed you. Of course, if you're able to cast in a longer game, in a game with casters maybe, or you're able to hit a totem from a monk, you do that to gain shards for free with your Shadow Bolts and get better Hand of Cooldowns out with more imps and so on. You want to be doing that. You increase your damage. You have decent burst with Blood Invocation, and don't forget that you always have 50% damage increase when you on your Dreadstalkers when you have your Valfiend out, your Charhound out. So that's also one reason to summon it first. That's pretty much it. Rotation is quite simple in demo. It's all about having the cast time for it and being able to get your spells off. Alright, now I'll show you something, guys, that you have probably never heard about, never seen before. I'll show you how to do more damage on demo by default. Since pet is probably our main DPS, I'll show you how to do even more with it. I've been using this strategy for like 6 years, the moment I picked Lock. I'll show you the macro at the end. I just want you to observe the target. I'm basically dueling myself here. I'm a shaman. I want you to see how slash petattack works. Okay, you're probably using petattack and pet follow. I want you to see if I put a tremor down here and I press petattack, what does happen? My pet is going to attempt to attack this totem, right? And now, right here or right here is where Soul Strike got activated and my pet charged the totem. So look at this range. Now I want to show you how to use Soul Strike and why you have to bind Soul Strike. Even though it's automatically activated, you have to watch this. It has a 50-yard range. So what can you do with it? You can one-shot totems with your pet abilities, and outside of that, you can provide your pet more uptime. So look at this. I'm gonna press my totem here. It's most likely gonna be a root totem on the other side of the map. And look what my pet is gonna do now. Spamming Soul Strike instead of pet attack. Did you see this? My pet started from here, something like this. It literally crossed the entire map to kill the totem. Let's just do it again. Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna press Tremor Totem. I'm pressing Legion Strike. What's the range of it? Look, right here. Boom. Did you guys see that? That is insane. Okay, so basically, you can use this. Your pet will never, ever... That works for everything, by the way. Boom. That's how you catch targets. That's how you do more damage. That's how your pet does not fall behind. And that's how you use your ability on CD. You can kill totems with it. You can do pretty much everything. So boom, I give it away to you. That's the macro right here. This works. So basically what I was doing all these years is I have my slow bound on Seduce. I've talked about this on my first guide on YouTube, say 5 or 6 years ago, I can't remember. Anyways, I figured out this thing with the pets, that pets work in a different way, even though like the abilities are automated. they work in a different way, so you have to spectate what happens. Your slow must be bound on Seduce because it randomly slows any target around it, if you're playing Destro that it is, or Affli. Shadow Bite and Lash of Pain, you have to bind those to kill totems, same as Legion Strike, okay? We had Legion Strike a while ago. Now that they gave us Soul Strike, we have to remove Soul Strike from this macro, and Legion Strike from this macro, and put Soul Strike in, because Soul Strike is a priority. And as I showed to you, boom, your pet has crazy uptime. Crazy uptime, one-shot totems for free, bind it, and there you go. A gift from the Jazz for all the demo gamers out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this one. Let's move on. Alright, so you guys have been asking me why do I press Eye of Kilrogg when I'm in arena? What does it do? So I'm gonna show you something when your pet is stunned or cloned, or it's very far away from you and it's low HP and you want to save it. You want to press Eye of Kilrogg. In that case, I'm gonna press my root, for example, and then I'm gonna press my Eye of Kilrogg, and boom, stop casting. It comes out of the root. It's next to me. I am able to heal it. I'm able to save it. Okay. You can also remove it from stance this way. Let's just see, 3, 2, 1, maybe. Boom, lasso, Eye of Kilrogg, stop casting. It's out of the stun. So that's the main reason, or that's the only reason you're pressing your Eye of Kilrogg into a stop casting macro. And you're able to save your pet this way. Guys, let's get into some gameplay commentary. We are facing jungle and we are shadow play. Put my portal and my gateway down. Trinket first global, Spell Guard, Demon Bolt, Power Symphon, Fake One Kick, Coil, Dreadstalkers, Tyrant. That's the exact rotation I showed you, and the target dummy. I gate offensively here. Maybe I could have sat in the background. Maybe I could have pressed a few more Shadow Bolts, or like Hand of Cooldowns off anyways. Shadow Bolting, Hand of Cooldown. Packed always in the opener at full HP. Big Blaze Storm by me. This game is going quite good. I leave my Shadow behind, the Void of Shadow. Teleport with it. Charhound, got kicked on it. Hand of Cooldown, Hand of Cooldown. I am fully stand. Let's see what I'm gonna do next. Lock the clone with the pet. Pet works as an interrupt and as a stun at the same time. Full Fury Healer, Force 1 Trinket, Fake One Kick. I have a decent go here, decent damage, Hand of Cooldown. Another very good fear, triple DR, Coil, Hand of Cooldown, Hand of Cooldown. This game is going insane, to be honest. Lots of DPS, lots of action going on. More Hand of Cooldown, more imps. My Tyrant is back. Most likely I'm gonna Dreadstalkers very soon. I Dreadstalker the pets because the enemies are hiding behind pillars. Hand of Cooldown. Get my Power Symphon here. And press like Demon Bolts on the Hunter. Hand of Cooldown, there is no kicks. Charhound. Most likely I'm gonna look for Dreadstalkers now. Dreadstalkers, Tyrant. More Demon Bolts, Hand of Cooldown. Sometimes you don't have the globals to have the perfect go out, but you just need to get damage going. That's what matters. I'm ready to port here. My Soul Burn is up. I think my healer tried to pre-cocoon me here. Maybe he could have held it, but it's fine. Very good coil into a fear. Very far away from the healer. Full fear healer now, swapping it. Even though it's a sacrifice, they have nothing left pretty much. And that's how we finished the game. I think it was a pretty decent game. Did not force my ward. We were kind of ahead. Lots of damage, lots of action. Alright, let's move it to the next game. We're facing a BM Hunter and the Rogue. This is a better map. Charhound first global. Pre-port the Goat to deny the Rogue a little bit. Most likely I'm gonna Trinket, stun the Rogue. Fake the kick here. Dreadstalkers, I guess, into a Felguard, into a Tyrant. That is a really good opener. Hand of Cooldown. Shadow Bolting, Shadow Bolting. I have a coil ready. There's my coil and Rogue. There's no Trinket. Big Blaze from by me. That's a lot of damage. I slow down the healer. I left my Void of Shadow behind. LOS for a sec. Port. And then port away into a full fear on the healer. That's an insane move right here, what you just saw. Basically use 2 portals to get this off. 1 Voidal Facial ability and 1 casual port. Demon Bolts, Charhound. The Hunter has a kick. There is the Hunter kick. He might bomb this. There is the bomb. I might have to wall this. I just wall this for safety, because that's a smoke bomb. Have to watch out with those. Port the ultimate penitence here to cancel his cast, because I was the target. Shadow Fury off this. Maybe a coil here. Let's find out. Power Symphon. There's a coil. Demon Bolt. I have my Tyrant back. I have my Charhound back too. Let's see what I'm gonna do. There's a Demon Bolt. There's a Charhound. More Demon Bolt from what I see here. Okay, there's a stun on Rogue most likely. He muted with the cloak. Maybe I get my Dreadstalkers here. Try to fake a kick, I think. Fake the kick. Dreadstalkers. Hand of cooldown. I can get a huge Tyrant off here. Refresh my pet. Maybe it was low HP. Soul Rot. Sorry, Soul Rip because I was silenced. Here, healer. But I've got my Tyrant, to be honest. Charhound and the Dreadstalkers in a second. Maybe I was trying to finish the game with the fear though. Charhound. There's a lot of damage. There's a big Tyrant. Hand of cooldowns. Have a big Bladestorm ready and the Power Symphon. There's the Bladestorm. There's the stun. I triggered late for no reason, just because we're insanely ahead. Power Symphon here. We can finish the game, I think, with those like Dreadstalkers and the pets. We can finish the game with the Power Symphons I have ready. Have them stacked. Boom. 1.3 million. Okay, that was crazy. So there's this game. We have a game against 2 melees, Retribution and Fury Warrior. Charhound, first global, Grimoire, Felguard, get distance instantly, Power Symphon, Demon Bolts, Port, Dreadstalker's Hand of cooldown into a Tyrant. I got my entire go off. A very good rescue by my healer. I locked the steering light here. He wanted to blind pretty much everything. I left my Void Elf Shadow behind and I'm running on the opposite side, so most likely I'm gonna port in a second. There we go. Port, very big distance. I want them to go for me. I'm 100% sure they will go for me, so that's why I sit far away from the fight. My Charhound is back. My port is back. I most likely port here because the warrior charged. Charhound, Dreadstalkers, Demon Bolt. Try to fake a kick maybe. Okay, I get kicked. Hand of cooldown. Hand of cooldown. I'm full on shards. There we go. I could Hellstone here. There's the Hellstone. Okay, stun this Retribution. Let's see what we have. We have a Power Symphon. We have Dreadstalkers. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I have a Tyrant too. I have Charhound in 3 seconds. Coil this. Distance from the warrior, very far away from the warrior. He has no uptime. In fact, he has a leap ready. Charhound in a second, getting one Shadow Bolt here for it, I think. Into a Tyrant. That's a decent go. Hand of cooldown. I don't care if I get kicked. Port. Instantly the melees are on top of me. I have a gateway ready. Maybe I wall this because I am standing in a bad position. A decent rescue from my healer. I could also gateway. At the same time, there is no leap from the warrior, so he would not be able to connect anyways. Demon bolting, shadow bolting, lots of damage. Distance from the warrior because he wants to hit on me. Dreadstalkers, Charhound in a second most likely. I need to port away, he has Avatar. Charhound, there we go. Try to fear the healer, he LOS it. Charhound is up. Fear healer, he faded it. Hand of cooldown. Demon Bolt, Coil. Dreadstalkers on the warrior because the red had a bop. And do we have a Bladestorm? Big Bladestorm. Alright, the game ends right here. That is it for me, guys. This was my guide. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you have a different idea for my next video, what you would like to see next. And yeah, much appreciated support. Thank you for watching and have an awesome evening.